Yeah, I mean, first of all, you know how they say this is a tale of two halves. This is not one of those games. This is a game. Today was a game of fine margins. It's as simple as that because Arsenal. I mean, of course, the home side are dominating possession and all that, having all the chances, having all the corners. But at the end of the day, they could easily have lost this game. But the metal they showed to hang in there when it looked like disaster was about to show face, and then come back and win comfortably.
Mhm.
That just shows that maybe we're up to good.
I don't I don't know about the comfortable win, but go ahead. I don't know about
So,
comfortably because that
anyway,
third goal,
at
I
the end of
mean,
the day, the score says 3-1. That's comfortable enough.
Ovi, I mean, that third goal came as a result of,
I know,
go,
I know,
go
I know.
ahead.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying
I'm
that.
not going to interrupt. Go
I
ahead.
know we understand. Because what I'm saying, like, it's just a game of fine margins, and today's one of those days
Yeah.
where trophies are won by moments. You want to win those moments as many as possible, and then if you keep the more of those moments you win, the more likely that good things are coming. So that's all you
Yeah.
can do: win those moments, and then let's see how it goes from there.
Yeah. Did
So
you, coming into this game, were you, because remember, before this game, you man had you had a disappointing draw last weekend
yes,
at the Emirates against
yeah,
Fulham. How
yeah.
did that play into your confidence coming into this game?
For me, I was a little worried because I was still chatting with Ayo a few days ago, and I was like, I'm never confident against Man. It doesn't matter how deflated, how depleted Man is. I'm just
Right.
never confident because I've seen bad things happen to Arsenal when they are supposed to win games against Man.
Yeah.
But when it once again kicks in, you feel like, you know what, it's looking good and all that. So it was looking like it was going to be a draw. But when I saw that Garnacho was scoring, was about to score, scored, I was like, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. But
Yeah.
luckily for us, it was offside, and then they went on to win. But yeah, I wasn't confident. I felt maybe 2-1 win, but I just wasn't confident. I was just hoping for it, pretty much, not sure about it, pretty much.
Number one, Garnacho wasn't offside. I
By
don't
the way,
care what
okay,
the
is a United fan. For those who don't know, okay, is
yeah.
a United fan.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
okay.
Garnacho was not offside. That's the first thing I want to say.
Well,
I think I think the VAR, the way they didn't number one. I don't think they paused the frame at the correct time the pass was done. Number two, they didn't draw the Garnacho's where he the most furthest part of his body from correctly. If you look at it, where they drew it from, they drew it halfway down his arm. And if you look at it, that part would have been offside. Up his sleeve would have been offside, in my opinion, or would have been closer anyway.
hmm
But apart from that, I think just reading the reaction to what Ten Hag has said about Sancho, that he
uh-huh.
dropped him because of poor performance in training.
Yeah.
I think it's about time that United stop these big money signings. I've been saying it
Yeah.
for a while. United have players. United spent 50 million on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 75
Yeah.
million on Sancho.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on
80
and
million
on
on
and
Harry
on and on.
Maguire.
80 million on Highland. The list just goes on. And how many of those players, right? And there's the thing about United struggle to offload players because
Yeah.
they put these players, because one, they buy them for so much money, way more than they're worth. AWB, 25, 30 million. Sancho, 45, 50 million. Anthony, 45, 50 million. Maguire, 35, 30
35.
million. And United has probably spent probably close to, with wages, 500 million on those
hmm
players. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
And okay, you know what? You know how they say United has been limited this transfer window because of FFP? It's those signings that are making us pay for the FFP, with the FFP shackles right now. Like it's because of those slings with those financial slings we've committed in the past few years. Those things are coming to bite us right now.
Today was really about like fine margins. On one hand, I liked how Arsenal played. The only few things I didn't like were I still feel like we lacked a little bit sense of urgency. Towards the end of the game, it was 1-1, right? There were certain
hmm
things they were doing with the ball at the back. And I don't know, Arsenal get into these weird habits where they play segmental halves of football, where they play extremely great first half, and then for some reason, second half, the tempo drops. So we were really lucky to win today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we're all celebrating it. We were lucky today. A fully fit Manchester United could have given us a little bit of a problem. Meaning if they had, a lot of their players, the outcome could have been different. I mean, you could see easily they were catching us on the counter. Now, are there things, are we equipped to deal with that, better deal with that? Probably yes. But today
Mhm.
we didn't really give a good account of ourselves. The only thing we did well is we controlled the game to a certain extent.
Mhm.
I like the fact that we went down and we came right back and
Yeah.
equalized, something that is becoming a staple of
Yeah.
Arsenal, where they lose a goal, they show that resiliency and they bounce
You
back.
respond quickly. Yeah.
It's something, But I just, obviously now the problem is going forward. The injury to Party is going to be a problem. Today was kind of like a blessing in
But
disguise.
how badly injured he is? Because I saw him on the bench today.
Yeah, we're not sure, but they said he picked up a knock or groin during training. But in a way, I was actually happy, and the reason why I was happy is
International break.
no, no, not because of that. Not just the international break, because we have Pep Lights. Pep Lights, we use him as a right winger instead of
Okay.
playing in his natural position. I
Yeah.
mean, we saw what today was, right? We went back to the basics of our defense. We saw Saliba and Mangali, like they balled. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We did what we've become used to. I'm not saying there are games where we will need to, tweak things and stuff. There are games we probably would need that, but sometimes Pep Light, aka Arteta, he does this thing where he wants to overthink things. Yes, there are times where you can do this, do all this tinkering, even not even FA Cup, do it in Carabao Cup, do it in all these other phony cups. When it comes to Premier League and Champions League, that's not time for experiment. Use what has worked, right?
Mhm.
Barring any injuries, use what has worked. I don't know. I don't know what Havertz has done to Arteta. I really don't know. The day I'm going to discover, it will probably be like a big revelation. That guy does not deserve to start. He's a good squad player. He will become a better squad player, and I think going down the road, he will be better and he will contribute better for us. But right now,
But
that
Henry, can you not make the argument that Thomas Partey was out today? I mean, who else was going to fill into that midfield slot?
did
I
you
mean,
see who came in for him, and did you see what he was doing when he came in?
I'm just saying.
No, that's the answer. I mean, ask Ovi. Ovi knows.
Yeah, but
O-
I
O-
think Party not playing is what made Havertz play. There was no way he was going to start Vieira for this game. Vieira was going to come in for that impact.
Yeah, because you guys don't
Yeah,
start Vieira.
there was,
Vieira does
for
not
this kind
start.
of game, there's no way they're starting Vieira. So
Yeah.
that one, just forget about that. But
but I don't trust Ovi. You're trusting Ateta too
no,
much.
he said,
You're
I mean,
trusting-
no, because he asked them when they were questioning his tactics. He said, "What did he play against Man City?" He's not going to play that against Man against. Ben White was struggling with Rashford. You can imagine putting Thomas Partey there. He'll pull two of his hamstrings. You
That's
can't.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
So there was no way he was going to do that. But his injury just made Kai Havertz play. That's what I believe.
Because we even had other options today, right? Instead of even putting Vieira,
Vieira.
you could easily have, because of how, if you notice, what happened today was Declan talked into that permanent four position,
Yeah,
right? So that Declan was protecting Saliba and Mangali, right? And
yeah.
then it was almost like it would have been, instead of even Havertz, I would easily have even put a Trossard there, put a
Yeah, but Trossard didn't play well the last game. So
no, but these are guys
the
that
guy
will
I thought he would have played maybe would have been Jorginho, but I felt
Is that
would
not
have
even
been
a better
afraid
option?
because of the counter attack effect of Man U. With
Yeah,
Rice
that's true.
there, with counter attack, Rice is pacey enough to cope with that.
Yeah.
But with Jorginho, it can be bypassed sometimes. So you
Yeah.
don't want that. So I think that's what they were afraid. But that's the only one I would have thought. But I mean, immediately I heard Partey was injured, I knew Havertz was playing. Okay, I want to give you this statement just for you to ponder before you go. Remember Vieira last season? He just came into a new club, didn't have preseason. Even when he came on, he was struggling. But look at him now. See how confident it takes time sometimes for these players to build their relationship. So now Vieira comes in, not worried about making safe passes. He just wants to help us win the game. It's the same against Fulham. But Havertz is just coming. Havertz is just trying to just
It's
get.
different.
He's still low on confidence, and you can see it. You can
One
see.
one counter.
All I'm going to say as a United fan looking from the outside is this: you are going to get from Havertz as much as we're going to get from Mason Mount. Those Chelsea players,
Pretty
those
much.
Chelsea players, I'm telling you guys right now,
They're
those Chelsea players, they're not going to come out good.
Yeah, they're a scam. They're a scam.
So
Anyway,
Havertz this time,
It
like
was a
I'm
scam.
no, but
It's a
that's what I
scam.
said.
Prince Havertz as a squad player this season.
I agree. That's why I said he's a squad player. He should not be starting these key games.
Yeah,
And,
but
and the last point is you cannot use that the example you just used. You can't use it because Havertz is coming from he's a proven winner in the Premier League,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
He's won Champions League. He's
yeah.
won, right? Oh,
He's not new. He's
yeah,
not a new
Yeah, but
face.
the press was not
Vieira
easy.
is coming from a completely different league.
And it's
That's
Yeah.
not a bad club. What I'm not trying to say, sometimes when you come into a new club, even Declan Rice, his first 1 or 2 games, you could see he was playing things safe.
but
But now,
what are you saying now?
no, what I'm saying is some players build their confidence in the 1 or 2 games. Some
Yeah,
players 6 1.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
oh,
not building anything. Anyways, he's not
well,
building.
You have to
anyway,
give it
thank you,
respect.
Henry. We're gonna move on, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Always good seeing you, man. All right. I have to be humble in defeat, but I looked at Arsenal today, and I was more scared of you guys, last season than I was today.
Yeah.
For some reason, the sharpness that I saw from Odegaard last season, I mean, yeah, he scored, yes, but the sharpness, you can tell it. Maybe it's because it's still early in the season, it's not there. The sharpness from Bukayo Saka,
Yeah,
like
because
it was, it's not there.
it's not
Even from Martinelli, it's not there. So, and that's why, even though I came into this game expecting defeat, there was that little flame of hope. Of course, before you guys killed it, there was that little flame of hope. But a lot of people expect Arsenal to take, that next step because you finished so well last season. The next logical step would be, well, can you match that performance last season or even kick it up a notch, and possibly compete with Manchester City? That's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. No, I don't. Seriously, I don't think that's going to happen this
still
season.
early days.
I know it's early days, but I don't think I see Liverpool doing that more than Arsenal doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still early days. Injuries.
It is still early days. It is
there's so
still
many
early
things that
days.
happen. Like
Um,
you understand? So many things can still happen. It's still
yeah,
early.
yeah, of course, of
Arsenal
course.
can get better. So it's
Yeah,
still early
yeah.
days.
And for Manchester United today, what can I say? I mean, look, I'm sure maybe I was going to post my match reaction, but the mental weakness is what I noticed in Manchester United today. And even you as an opposition fan, you will agree.
Yeah.
If your team concedes the way we conceded today, you're gonna be like, nah, the mental
That
strength
first
is not
goal
there.
now, like
Like when you concede 60 to 70 seconds within within 60 to 70 seconds of your first goal, that's nothing but mental weakness. It means you cannot keep it together. That's what it means. When you concede goals in the dying embers, of the game, again, you cannot keep it together. You're almost at the finish line, but you lose it. That used to happen under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a lot. And I like to keep the same energy. I don't like to sound like a hypocrite. It's still happening under this manager too. And the manager actually talked about it in this press conference about 2 days ago. He said that he does not like he's seeing mental weakness in these players. He does not like the attitude in resting defense. He does not like the way the players, especially the offensive players, the way they set themselves in transitional opportunities. So look, I still saw a lot of that today. Yes, we can talk about the injury to Rafa Varane, the injury to Licha Martinez and stuff, but bruv, nah. Some things are just more than individuals. Some things are more than individuals. So I don't big up to Arsenal. Big up to Arsenal, but me, I'm scared of my team.